How is it going, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today we are gonna be looking at 5 of the most useful personal gear sets. These are the personal gear sets that are unique to every hero, and the 5 that I'll be talking about in this video are 5 of the most beneficial ones and improve the strongest points of those respective heroes. And getting right into it, let's begin with 5th place, and here we have the Doc Survivor set. Now the Doc Survivor set is probably one of the most underrated personal gear sets in the game, simply because Doc is considered one of the weakest heroes. But if you equip the full personal set on this hero and play him to the best of his abilities, this hero can actually make a difference in a lot of battles. Going through the bonuses that he gets from the Survivor set, the hero gets the maximum damage reduction from the team heal ability. So this means when the hero activates the team heal ability, it can reduce incoming damage for him and his nearby teammates, but without 4 personal gears equipped, that damage reduction is in most cases not very significant. But once you equip at least 4 personal gears on Doc, that damage reduction from that ability is greatly increased, and this makes it very hard for other enemies to take you out, since you take much more damage before getting killed. And the other bonus from this full Survivor set is it allows Doc to do more damage to health and also have a higher fire rate. His rockets are also improved in that their explosion radius is bigger and the damage that they do is also bigger. Yeah, so those are basically the bonuses that you get from the Doc Survivor set. And looking at some of the best gears in this set, we have the Survivor boots, which increase his movement speed and also reduce his running loudness. Then we have the Survivor necklace, which gives him a higher maximum health, and the Survivor rocket, which increases his armor penetration. Yeah, so that's it for Doc. And then we proceed to the 4th set that we have in this list, and that is the Leviathan Super set. Now this set of personal gears is also very important to Leviathan, and these are the bonuses that it gives. First of all, the hero's movement speed is increased by 10%. So in other words, you don't even need to equip running boots, so that even allows you to equip his full set. The other bonus that you get from this full set is that turrets are improved. So the turrets do more damage, they have more health, and their armor is also increased, which means they take longer to get destroyed in case enemies are shooting at them. We also get a reduction of 18% to the primary bullet spread without aiming. And finally, this full set also improves the battle kit ability. That means Leviathan gets more health and armor after his ability has been activated. And some of the more important gears in this set include the Super Beanie, which increases his piercing power. And then we have the Super Shoulder Pad, and this is the most important gear in this set. It increases his damage. You need to remember that Leviathan carries 200 rounds, and the damage per round is close to 100. But this gear increases that damage per round. And considering that he has 200 rounds, once you upgrade this gear to a high enough level, it actually makes a big difference in how fast you destroy enemies. And then we have the Super Boots, which give him a higher fire rate. Again, a higher fire rate means you take a shorter time to destroy the enemy because you're putting out more bullets in a given period of time. And then we have the Super Ring, which increases his damage to health, and that is also very important. And finally, the Exploder, which increases his armor penetration. And that's it for Leviathan. And then we proceed to the fancy set, and this fancy set is equipped on a hero called Ghost. Now, the reason why I think Ghost's full personal set is very important to him is because it improves his movement speed in different ways. First of all, he gets a faster movement speed while he's invisible, and then he also gets a bigger speed boost from the stem ability. And since you use both of these abilities, that makes a very big difference to your movement speed and you move across the map really fast. This set also gives him an increase of 10 to his armor penetration. He also gets more damage when he comes out of invis, and he also gets a reduced bullet spread without aiming. So that means he wastes less bullets when attacking enemies. And then for the more important gears in this set, we have the fancy hat that increases damage to health, and that is very good. And then we have the fancy sneakers, which give him a faster movement speed. And finally, the fancy dynamo, which gives him a faster reload. And that faster reload is also very important in case you run out of ammo during a fight. And that's it for Ghost. And moving on to second place, the other personal gear set that makes a big difference to the hero equipping it is the Bertha army set. And this set basically improves the most important parameters on this hero. The first one is piercing power. We discussed piercing power in a separate video. I will link it in the top right corner, I think, or you can find it in the video description. And the fact that Bertha shoots through multiple walls when she uses her ability, this means that she needs a lot of piercing power in order to do any significant damage to the enemies behind those walls. So equipping the full personal set on Bertha will give you an increase of 7 to your piercing power, and it will also give you an increase of 1 to that piercing power when you use her main ability. So that's a total increase of 8 in piercing power, and that makes a difference. And then the other bonus that you get from Bertha's army set is a faster reload when you use the suppression ability. Bertha also gets an improved battle kit ability that gives her more health and armor after it is used. And some of the more important gears in this set include the armor bandolier that increases Bertha's armor penetration, the army boots which give her a faster reload and faster movement speed. Faster reload is very important in case you run out of ammo when an enemy is close to you, and faster movement speed can allow you to get away from enemies in case they discover your position and are coming towards you. And then the army ring increases her damage to health, while the flashlight allows her to pick up ammo much faster. That's basically it for Bertha. And then for the most important personal gear set for the hero that equips it, we have the Sparkle Storm set. Now, I'm sure everyone has heard of this set by now, because for a long time, we used to only be able to fire 2 shots with Sparkle shotgun at one time. But now, once you equip a full storm set, you can actually fire 3 shots at the same time, and this will allow you to take out much heavier enemies, or it will allow you to take out enemies even when you make a mistake. And the bonuses that you get from equipping this full storm set, as we have said, you get an increase to your equipped size of 1, you get a 21% faster reload, and that is very significant. You also get an improvement with the grenade ability, in that it gets a bigger explosion radius and it does more damage. And finally, the team recovery ability is also improved in terms of the health that it restores to Sparkle and her allies. And looking at the gears that stand out in this set, we have the Storm Gloves, which increase her armor penetration by 3. And we already know that Sparkle has quite a low armor penetration of 5. So this increase of 3 is a significant increase. And then we have the Storm Boots, which allow her to move faster. We have the Storm Choker that gives her more health. And then we have the Storm Grenade, which increases her piercing power. Now, you might think that piercing power is not important on Sparkle because she doesn't shoot through walls anyway. But this piercing power is good, especially if you're taking on 2 enemies, whereby one enemy is behind the other. Firing directly at them with a higher piercing power will give you a bigger chance of taking both of them out. Yeah, and I guess that's it for the Storm set. If there's anything that I've missed out on these personal gears, let me know down below in the comments, and you can also suggest any other full personal sets that you think are very important to the heroes that equip them. With that said, thanks for watching, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.